Hi, I'm Barry. This is Mega City Gaming. This is Valheim, a video game. I'm playing it on the PC. It's a Viking fantasy or mythological survival game. And if you have played Valheim before, you can skip the first episode. This is episode 2. What happened in the first one? We survived the first night. Nothing attacked, very strangely. And we built a fire and a bed. And we haven't been very far. We started here. We got this is the crow's route. We got dropped off here, and then we walked. We found these stones, and I started building an encampment, temporary, of course. Picked up a few things, built an axe and some pants. That's all I've done. You haven't missed much. But if it's your first, if you've never played it, then you might want to watch the first episode to get familiar with how to survive your first night. Although I will say that I was really lucky by not being griefed at all in the first night. But if you follow the steps that I did, build a fire, build a bench, then yeah, you should be alright. Right, we're just getting some wood, yeah. Getting some wood. The best source of wood is, of course, trees. Funny that. The big trees, the micro trees don't really give much. Well, we get seeds as well. You can sometimes pick up seeds from certain trees, which later in the game you can plant. You can literally plant your own trees. Can you imagine the joy of nurturing a tree and seeing it grow from seed? Oh. Right, there's some raspberries over there. Let's pick those. Did I have those on the map? Yeah, I've got those on the map already. Yeah, we mapped out a few things. You can add things on the map, of course. So I've added these berry, and the camp. You can name them as you wish. And it's foggy right now. Foggy. Yeah. It's not a thing the game users do, so they don't have to worry about looking too far and getting the horizon sorted out, but it's literally hanging in the tree. I'll get it. It's not something that they use, so they don't have to worry about draw distance graphics. It is literally just fog, and it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I'm just randomly getting some wood. It's not a game that's all about farming. Not really. Our objective right now is to prepare ourselves to do the first boss, which is just over there. Eikthyr. And in order to do that, we do need to have better weapons and a bit of armour, and our skills need to improve significantly because we're still right at the beginning. They're pretty crap. Go to the skills. See, axes is only 5. No good at all. So we need to start killing deer. Oh, our axe is busted. That does happen. It is a thing in the game. You can break your weapons and armour. So let's go through the door. Go to the workbench, fix everything. How much wood have we got? 50, 60. Okay, start building stuff. Right, we got a door over there. Let's just build some stuff. I did go over the building basics in episode 1, so you don't need to. If you want to know about how to do that, go and watch the first episode. After playing Conan, it took a little bit of getting used to. I was not impressed in the beginning. I was like, oh, because Conan's all about cubes, blocks and cubes and stuff, and this has a very good overlapping mechanic and stuff like that. So, in actual fact, the building in this, in my opinion, now is a lot better than in Conan. You can do a lot more things, a lot more versatile. There we go. Let's put another door over here. So the state walls are, I believe, there we go, a lot better than the standard walls like that in terms of protection. Right, so we've got 2 doors. That'll do, isn't it? Not much wood left though. Let's put a bit on the fire. There we go. We've got any? Right, a bit more wood, and then we'll start uncovering the map. And we need to make a bow as well, so we need a lot more wood actually. I'm going to go for these logs first. Also, we need to build a box to put stuff in. See that silver tree, that white tree? We can't cut that down yet. So if we hit it, see, too hard, we need a better axe for that. And that gives fine wood when you start cutting it down. So there are a few different kinds of wood in this game. Right. Yeah. Is that a river? Or a kind of swampy thing? Not a swamp, but marshland. So there are different areas, different geographical locations in this game, or biomes as they're referred to by some players and the developers, I believe, to call them biomes. So this biome, if you look at the top right, it says meadows. Meadows is the starting biome. You always start in the meadows. And it's also the safest biome to be in. So meadows, you get these kind of trees. You get, raspberries, that kind of thing. The next biome after this is the Black Forest, which is usually not far away from your starting position. As you radiate from the centre of the map, so we start in the centre of the world. Centre is always meadows, and then you radiate further out. It's a mix of Black Forest and meadows, and then a little bit further it's a mix of other biomes. So it kind of levels up the further you get. Whoa! See that tree rolled onto me? I took quite a lot of damage then. Right. So sneak is control, and as you see, it uses stamina. Oh, that thing saw me. Ah! So those are deer. We need to hunt those. It's easier to hunt them if you've got a bow. So let's finish that wall off. Get a bow. Let's finish that wall off here. Finish that wall off. Right, cool. The wall is now finished. We are now enclosed. Don't worry about here. It's kind of floating a little bit at this point in the game, right at the beginning. It doesn't matter. Later on, you're going to want to have that grounded out to make it safer. Things can't get underneath, but if it's not touching the ground, it's slightly weaker and gets destroyed a lot more easily. So, but you can, later on, you can raise and lower the ground. Right, furniture. We need to build a box. So let's stick a box over here and start dumping stuff in the box that we don't really need. Oh, we got necktail. That's good. So those lizardy type things are called necks, and they drop necktails. Which you can cook and eat, which is another source of food. So let's cook that, put that in a hot bar. So if you leave it on there too long, so you put it on, it sizzles, you wait, when it sizzles again, you take it off. If you forget to take it off, or if it drops down behind the fire and you just forget, you lose it in the fire, it turns into coal. It gets overcooked and gets turned into coal, which is also useful, but not that useful if you just want food. So be wary of that. Right. What was over here? Okay. Seeds. Right, we don't need wood so much. We need, what we really do need, really is deer skin. So there's a deer over there. We want to get behind it. When you sneak, your stamina gets used up, so you have to keep pausing, let that regrow. Regen, get up behind it. They do move around though, so you might be lucky. And then whack, usually one hit. Because if you're sneaking, you get a big bonus to your attack. So if we look at this, backstab is 3 times. If you look down the stats, there's a lot of stats in there, but backstab is 3 times. So you get triple bonus, triple damage, basically, backstab. Let's fix our weapons. So we've got a whole bunch more recipes. So we can now make like shields. Oh, we could probably make that already. Have we got enough to make that? Could make a shield, that would be useful. Nope, not yet. But we've got more meat. Meat is good, let's cook that. So we want to be making a shield, we want to be upgrading our weapons, or making better weapons. We want a bow. How do we make a bow? Let's find out. Right. How do we make a bow? Let's find out. Crude bow. Okay, we need a lot more leather scraps and a bit of wood. We got lots of wood, I think. Got lots of wood. More leather scraps, which is boars. We need to be killing the boars. Killing the boar now. Eat a strawberry. So later on in the game, when you've got stacks of food, you want to be constantly having at least 2 items of food in your stomach. If you look at the bottom left, it tells you what is in your stomach at the moment. And right now, there is only a raspberry, which is not really good enough. But as I have loads of raspberries and not much of anything else, I'm saving those tasty morsels for when things get heavy or it's night time. Right, stalking this old chestnut. Yeah, I can't really see what I'm doing because of these leaves. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, I ran out of stamina and that brought me out of stealth. So, yeah, amateur. I should have stopped. It was, I blame it on the fact I couldn't see what's going on. Right, necktails are good for food. Early game food. Yeah, uncovering the map at the same time. It's probably going to get dark soon again. There's a stone. Let's read that. Long ages past, when the Allfather Odin united the worlds, he threw down the Vanir, the giants, and those creatures older than any others. The greatest of them could not be killed, but were instead forsaken, exiled to Valheim for eternity. When they tread the earth, the lesser creatures dump like crumbs on a drumskin. You will know them when you see them. Oh, they're talking about trolls. Let's hope we don't find one. But trolls, usually in the Black Forest areas of the world. So, not in the meadow, which is where we are now. So we need to find deer. Deer. So when they bark, then we know they're nearby. Although it is getting dark, we should probably get back home, uncover a bit more of this map. There's a boar. Boar, come on. Boar. And then get back home. Yeah, we need boar skin as well, because we want to make a shield. Some people say shields are overpowered in this game. I think if you use them correctly, yeah, probably, with the parry. But that takes a lot of getting used to. I haven't really been using that parry mechanic at all. Maybe I should be. Oh, there's an abandoned hut. Let's investigate that on the way home. Oh, can you hear that? Oh, that is bees. There's a beehive, which is good. Although it's harmful, but once we get a bow, we can. Right, let's mark that on the map. Hive. There we go. There's also a chest in there, but we can't get too near because we're going to take damage. Right, now it's proper night time. Let's go back to camp because I suspect tonight will not be as easy. As you can see, we're cold, so our stamina regen is really slow. It's easy to use it up, very slow to regen. Right, we can probably jump over that. Right. We got any meat? Yes, we do. Let's use that. Let's cook that. So, if things start getting hairy, things start attacking, we should probably eat some necktail meat and some cooked meat. So, because I think, yeah, 35 and 20. 40 and 30, so we get quite a big stamina buff and health buff from those. But like I said, strawberries are the foundation of the food right now, lining the stomach, as it were, because we've got loads of them. Right, let's drop some stuff in there. Got a bit of flint. Only got 3 of that. Not enough. Right, nighttime. We could sleep, get nighttime over with. Although I'd like to see if anything's going to attack. This might be, if nothing attacks tonight, this might be the safest place I've ever built a thing, in which case it might be worth making this an actual base. Actual. Although it's not ideal because it's on quite a steep slope. Right. So yeah, we still need meat and skins. That's what we need, skins. Well, we've been that way. Let's go somewhere we haven't been. Let's go that way. Picking up stone. Might as well. Quite a lot of stone on this map, which is good. There was the hut with the beehive. Yeah, see, stamina regen's quite slow right now. Should have got the rested buff when I was at the base camp. Don't know if there were any deer nearby. Another thing about running around at night time is you miss things, like there's a boar over there. You miss resources and stuff. You can't really see what's on the ground. Can't see the mushrooms, can't see the strawberries, raspberries. Okay, call them strawberries. Can't see the berries. Right, let's read that one. This land is hard and wild, but we who brought you here are harder still. Take comfort, traveller, in the gifts before you. The good wood and stone, the fruits, the flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them and let them eat. Of your stock, root of the ground are their pleasure. Okay, so you can tame boars. Right. Which we will be doing, but not right now. I've succeeded in doing that once. It does. I mean, I think they've made it easier, maybe. The game's constantly being updated, tweaked, making things harder, making things easier, fixing bugs, that kind of stuff. I'm really looking forward to the next big update, which hopefully will be when they add new building materials, and hopefully I'm really looking forward to when they make a new biome, a new piece of terrain, new piece of the map. Right, let's cook that meat. Cook the meat. Cook the meat. Come on. Get on with it. Yeah, some people, a minority, it has to be said, like one or two, bought this game and started playing it, and because, you know, they saw, oh, it's Viking, so they thought, oh, it's literally just cutting people in half. But fortunately, in my opinion, it's not literally just cutting people in half, because that, although that is part of the game, it would get pretty damn boring if that's all it was. So, making stuff, building hearth and home, because as we all know, hearth, you know, the fire, hearth, and home, the roof over your head, super important to the real Vikings, and cleaving people in half was, you know, something they did only sometimes. It wasn't like they did that. They woke up in the morning, had a cup of fucking mead, and then went cleaving. No. But of course, that's how we perceive them, because we were on the receiving end of said cleave for hundreds of years. So, right, what are we doing? What can we make? Let's make a bow. Can we make a bow yet? No, not quite enough of that, but we can make a shield. Very cool. Right. So 1 or 2, 1 and 2 in the hotbar is now sword and shield, or axe and shield. So right click to put up your shield. That should protect you from certain things. Right. So let's put all that shizzle back in the box and continue. Let's get a rested bonus before we go out. So let's sit down by the fire. Comfort 1. We could probably increase that with a bit more building, but for the moment, I don't want to wait. I don't want to waste time building stuff and stuff. We want to hunt deer, get some decent stuff, weapons and such like. So we've got 8 minutes. 8 minutes of that buffity buff. So sometimes it gets really dark, like this. Can't see a damn thing. And that, you know, it doesn't help much. It really doesn't help much. Although it can be a weapon as well. Let's pick up stone. Stone respawns. There's a deer, right. See if we can get behind it. Boom, there we go. Nice. So they do come back. They do respawn, but if, for example, that one is running away, yeah, that will come back. They're creatures of habit. So anyway, I'm not sure what day it is now, but we've certainly gone through a few nights without any grief whatsoever. So we're doing pretty damn good, actually. So if you do buy the game, if you do have the game, or if you do want to start the game using this biome, not this biome, this map even. Oh right. So these are like crude burial things with the skeletal remains in the middle. Pick that up. That's another resource we can use perhaps later on. File them away. Yeah, so you go back to my first video in this series, you can see what the code number for this map. Right, this is where, here we go. You have found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at their altar and they will come. Be wary though, the Forsaken are not easily prey. So craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armour and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. Yes. So we need to come back here with certain items. Hunt his kin. Okay, so we need to come back here with certain items, and this will give you a clue as to what you need. So look at the statue, there's a deer, it says hunt his kin, so we need to hunt deer, and that's what we need to add to the altar. in order to spawn the boss. So the boss isn't just hanging around. We have to summon him. It's not just hanging around. Right, I can hear deer somewhere. Right, there's mushroom. Usually, sometimes they're in groups of 5, but there's only one, so I won't bother marking that one on the map. If it was a group, a cluster, then I'd mark it on the map, but it isn't. Keep an eye out for animals I can hunt. Right, berries. Let's get those on the map. Yeah, so it's a good idea to... the game is about exploration as well as hunting, as well as like fighting huge monsters. So I do like to uncover the map while hunting and doing stuff. Some people, I don't know, I can't imagine being that kind of person, but some people literally just go directly from one place to another. They don't uncover anything in between. That would drive me absolutely nuts. Right, there's another one of these. Is that the same one? No, it's a different one. Right. So we've got some bone fragments there, used later on for some other stuff, building stuff. Eat another strawberry. So when the food item starts flashing, that's when you can top up, and when it's gone, you no longer have that buff. So if I try and eat another strawberry now, it says you can't eat any more raspberries, sorry. Have I got enough? No, I still need more boar. Wild boar, that's what we want. We need wild boar skin. There's another one of these things. There's quite a lot of these things about. I don't remember these being a thing before. So, but this game constantly being updated, but it also I'm constantly surprised by the game. I'm still discovering things in the game. Right, regen stamina. We still got our rested buff, so that gets regens quite quick. Boom, there we go. Right, let's wait for the others to come back. Not sure how long that will take. But if we hide, continue. Oh, there we go. So that one came back quite quickly. There's a whole load of raspberries here. Let's get all these. And then we'll go back into stealth mode. Yeah. Put those on the map. Kill the grayling without chopping down those raspberry bushes. Oi, grayling! Where are you going? Over here, mate. Right. Back back in stealth mode. Let's get those berries on the map because there were loads of them. Right, there's a wild boar over there. Let's get that. Wild boar, 2 wild boars. Yeah, they usually come in pairs. So if you get attacked by one, expect another one. Right. Let's go back to here. I can hear the deer. They are around. They do, but they run away. They run away somewhere nearby, and then they come back. See, that one's come back already. So if I go kind of over here a bit, maybe when it comes back, I won't be in front of it. So you've got to sneak up behind them, basically. And of course, the sneak skill increases the more you do it. Right, that one's coming back. See, they come back quite soon. Right, now I'm right in front of it. So I don't move, maybe it won't see me. I'm going to wait for it to turn around. Come on, turn around. Turn around, mate. Turn around. Turn around. It's taking a long time, isn't it? Turn around. Right. It's taking a long time. I'm going to... There we go. And try and get behind it. So as you can imagine, it's easy with a bow because you don't have to get near it. Boom, there we go. One hit. Right, did I get more deer hide? Yeah, I've got 4 now. Don't think that's enough to make much as a deer there. Right, so it came to there. So let's move over here a bit. Get a good view of that area. And then hide. Because hopefully it will come back to the same place. Now we can sneak round to the back of him and... Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle! How are our skills? Sneak is 9 already. Run is 13. Axes is 8. Cutting. So the red bar is our XP. When that gets to the top, we level up. Yeah. So as you can see, we've got a lot more skills now because we've unlocked some things and that kind of thing. That kind of thing, you know. It's an uber simple game, very simple, but that is to its benefit. Look at that view, man. Look at that view. Yeah, like I said, you zoom in, it's all pixely, but the game itself, once you start playing, oh, there's a deer. Right, once you start playing, the views are absolutely stunning, and the atmosphere, the environmental effects, the weather, wow, the lighting, and once you start getting different armors and stuff, the reflection on your armor plates and all that. Whey, gotcha. Right, how are we doing? 6. Yeah. Still need more boar hide. So let's continue exploration. Right, it's another mushroom. Oh, okay. We have found a cluster of mushrooms, which is good. So let's put that on the map. Shroom. A tribute to the days of my youth when certain of us used to go looking for shrooms and consume them. There's more, so let's put these on the map too. Actually, I read in the news that in Canada the consumption of shrooms, certain shrooms that was formerly prohibited, is now allowed. Oh, there's another beehive. Let's put that on the map. So it's allowed for health reasons, because apparently it's good for depression and other psychological maladies. Not just at the time, not getting high as a kite. I mean that's cures all evils, but apparently it's a good long-term effects. It kind of apparently rewires the brain. I'm not sure if that has any scientific base, but at least they're giving it a go. So good for them. Yeah. Your opinion may vary. And that is fair enough. So I'm literally just uncovering the map. I'm looking for animals to hunt, really. There were quite a lot near our base. I can hear some. Where are they? Right, I see a mushroom. So if you've got stereo sound, surround sound, or whatever, it might be a little bit easier to locate where the sounds are coming from and zero in. Right, there's a mushroom. There's another mushroom. Let's put this on that, because there's three, so let's put that on that. Diddly-dee. Shroom. Okay, 4 even. All told. Let's see, another straub. Raspberry. Oh. Yeah. Maybe that's, apart from the fact they look like raspberries, where I live right now, raspberries aren't a thing. They do not exist where I live. It's strawberries or nothing, really. And even then, they're wildly out of my price range. Alright, I haven't found any deer, so I'm just going to run for it. Right, this is a stream, it's not a river. We're looking for, ideally, a river with a reasonably flat area to build a base. A proper base. Oh, there's a house over there. Let's check that out. Is that another beehive? Yes, it is. Right, let's put that on the map. As soon as we get a bow, which means we need to kill more boars, as soon as we get a bow, we can start harvesting those beehives, which will be most beneficial. Right, see that? those pine trees and stuff. That is the Black Forest. We don't want to go in there. We do not want to go in there. Not yet. Not until we're absolutely ready. So let's skirt the Black Forest. Keep within view of it, but not go in. Because even getting near it, the Black Forest monsters, you know, they do wander out the Black Forest and attack. So we're gonna. Right, there's more berries. Getting quite a lot of these, which is good. It's good to have a nice stock of food. Especially because they don't last long. Berries don't last long, like 600 seconds. Whatever that is in minutes. Skeleton, there we go. There we go. Yeah. You, sir, belong in the Black Forest. Although that one was quite easy to dispatch. They don't. See, I'm using my shield now. There we go. So shields are quite good against arrows. Okay, Hugin, you want to talk to me? Let me just... Oh, there's a cave. Freaking awesome. Although, at this moment, I think we do need better armour and such. Let's get rid of that. You, sir! That's why there's skeletons. Skeletons. Right, here we go. Talk to me. Delves and dungeons can be found across the 10th world. They are monuments of the past and most often filled with the riches of civilization long lost. Remember to bring a light source. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Right, let's put that on the map. Let's use that. Call it cave. There we go. We'll come back to that later. But that's great because that cave, usually when there's a cave, there's skeletons nearby guarding it. But yeah, that cave is right on the edge of the Black Forest, so we can go in there without having to traipse through lots of... Alright, it's getting dark, let's go home. Don't get sidetracked. Right, middle mouse button click gets us a nice ping which we can run towards and go home. Before it gets cold, before we start getting attacked by bad folk. A wild boar, yes, that's what we need. Don't die, don't die. Wow. Yeah, I nearly died there. See, my health is only 14. Let's eat a bit of meat. Right, I'm getting caught up in the stones. That also happens, especially at night time. Right, there we go. Ping that again. Oi, you, sir. I'm not ready for you. You, sir. Right. Let's ping that again because I lost it. There we go. So, see, my stamina bar is now a lot bigger because I ate some meat. There's a lot more things attacking at night time. And those greylings are the tip of the iceberg. They're the easiest foes we'll encounter. There will be skeletons and much worse. So let's run away home like a chicken. See, there's more greylings than usual because it's night time. We're cold, so our stamina's regenning very slowly, getting caught up on stuff on the ground. Reluctant to run because that uses stamina. Don't have a bow. Yeah. Right, we're nearly home. And yeah, when we're near home we can see what's coming, so it's nice. It's nice being able to see all around. Right, where's the door? Here it is. Close the gate. Right, now we're safe. Relatively. Let's fix all our stuff. Right. Let's take some stuff out of the box. I'm not sure what we need to make things, but let's see what we can make. Okay, shield we got. Can we make a bow? We need one more leather scrap, so that's one more boar. Can't really make anything. Wow. That's too bad. Alright. So I'm going to rest and let's call it. So like, subscribe, comment below. See you tomorrow.